What is up, everybody? My name is Hector Flores, host of the Insert Name FC podcast, a member of the BellyUpSports Network. Jesus Christ. You can find us on all things podcast, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast fix from. And full video version of this podcast available is... I can't fucking say words today. Jesus Christ. Sorry for Cousin Kelsey. Full video version of this podcast is available on BellyUpSports' YouTube channel and on GolzTV, GolzTV. So go ahead and search BellyUpSports on YouTube and subscribe. Please subscribe because we're trying to grow the BellyUps YouTube channel. And check out GolzTV, man, GolzTV. It is currently free to create a subscription. So highly recommend, especially if you're looking for soccer content. That's the best way to get it. But yeah, and follow us on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, X, at Insert Name FC, where we try to post pretty frequently. And of course, YouTube. So Insert Name FC does have its own YouTube channel. We usually break these episodes down into shorter videos, so it's a little bit more digestible to intake. So there's that. But episode 236, Edward's here this week, so we're going to talk about the United strand, famous Manchester United supporter. So we're going to talk about what's going on with him. We're going to talk about the Miami game canceled. Villarreal and Barcelona is canceled, so we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Messi 2028. Messi is going to his new contract with Inter Miami. We also do touch up on El Clásico. If you guys don't know, Real Madrid 2-1 against Barcelona. Great game. El Clásico is, in fact, back. And, of course, Edwards hill to stand on. So we'll talk about that as well. Then we'll give you guys our players of the week, give you some games to look forward to this coming weekend. Obviously, MLS Cup playoffs. Game 2 is one to watch. And it is things are getting pretty spicy in Liga MX as we're now entering the final 2 match days of the Apertura and of the regular season, and they'll be starting their playoffs pretty soon as well. And wrap this show up. So pretty straightforward episode. Should be a good conversation. So we'll go ahead and take a break right now, and then go right into the hill I stand on with Edward. Let me tell you guys about BellyUpSports. BellyUpSports is the internet sports bar. Go ahead and check out their website, www.bellyupsports.com, to read some great articles from great writers all across the country, from hockey, baseball, golf, soccer, you name it. BellyUpSports is the premier, not your average website. All right, guys. It is time. Edward's here to talk more ridiculousness in the world of footy. Edward, happy to have you back as always.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
So before we get into our normal, actually no, we won't even do that. Edward, obviously we do have a new segment, and we're only doing this segment whenever you are featured on the episode, which of course is the hill I stand on. So it's your turn this time around. What is the hill that you're prepared to stand on?
Well, I think we were talking about this yesterday. What was it? Oh yeah. I'm a very affectionate person, trying to keep my hands to myself, of course, in that way. But when I care about somebody, like my bro over here, Hector, I'll go ahead and say, "Hey bro, I love you, dog," or "I love you, bro." I'll be like, and jokingly, I'll be like, "Love you," over the phone and shit. And sometimes I'll get reciprocated with, "Oh, that's gay," or "I'm not saying it," or some smart ass remark.
Not from me.
And hello, you were the first one to do that. I was the one.
I have never
like,
said that's gay. I just want. I want that.
Okay.
I want that on the record. I have never said that's gay, bro.
Well, he said before. Yeah, I'm not saying that back.
Okay, I've said that, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The old school. Okay.
Yeah. But yes.
Or the more famous, which is I'm pretty sure a lot of the bros have probably done to their other bros. All right, bro. Talk to you later. Like that.
I don't think I've ever did that one, but
you have. That's why I said so famously, because it's something you hardly ever do. You mostly just do I'm not saying that. like that
Oh,
one.
oh, okay.
But but you have. But the thing is, it's like I don't find it weird to say that to your bro, especially like if it's a true bro. If it's a true bro, you know what I mean? Like it's not weird.
I just think guys in general just need to get used to just not thinking it's weird to just tell another guy they love you.
I mean,
Eh,
she like we joked about it like when we were kids or we were when we were kids. It's like you like another guy, kind of, you're gay,
it,
why or whatever. Like
it
it
goes
was a
back to the whole machismo thing. And
yeah.
I mean, well, I know.
Especially in our culture,
Well, I
like
mean, masculinity and all that crap. Look, the talk one. This is not by any means toxic masculinity. I don't even know what the fuck that means to begin with. But yeah, I think we did grow up in like a way that we were just like it'd be weird to tell a guy I love you. But I mean, like, and I say I love you. Edward knows I love him. I mean, I say it to all my close friends, my not people that maybe I won't tell a coworker I love them, but
oh man, that should be the next hill to stand on conversation because that was a very interesting conversation we had.
I mean we could kind of throw it in here, I guess. I mean, do you want to
Let's
or?
let's not use names. Let's not use names.
Oh well, I
How
mean,
about that?
I had a coworker that I guess well one he's 20, but and maybe he listens to this shit. I don't know. I don't fucking care. But I will say, like, I guess he doesn't. And I mean, he's at the age where I don't expect him to, but he just, I guess, he doesn't have. He's not an adult, right? Like, for any 20-year-old that's gonna get offended for me saying that, like, you guys really aren't adults until you go into the real world and start actually having to do the shit on your own. Like, and trust me, I've said this plenty of times. There are people that are my age or older that I also don't classify as adults. Just want to be
Yep.
clear.
Yep.
It is not like age means nothing. Just because you're 20, just because you're legally an adult when you turn 18, which I think we need to make some rules do some changes on that rule. But like in reality, there's people out there that they just aren't ready to be adults yet. And when you're just got out of high school, you literally went into a world where there was structure in some sense. Then you're going, and then after that, it's all about what route you go. Where do you go right into the workforce, which Edward did.
Yep.
You go to college. Well, both of us didn't go straight to college. Well, Edward did community college. Like he went to school, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he kind of was more work focused than he was in
Yep.
school.
100%.
I joined the military. Like everybody has like their own path. Like at this point, this is where it's like choose your own adventure. Because in high school, you don't really get a say of what you're actually gonna like do because obviously you have to take your core classes and then of course, some sort of elective, which I guess you could say that's where you choose. But what time you have to be in the class. You know what time what time is lunch. For me and Edward, we always are excited for Thursday for burrito day. But like when you're out of that, that's not you're like you're when you're 18 years old and now you're like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
That's still you figuring out how to be an adult. So like whether you go right into the workforce, whether you go into college, whether you go into the military or a trade school, you're still figuring things out. Like you're still not an adult. You're still becoming who you're gonna be. And I tell people plenty of times, in your 20s, that's the great time to be fucking up. So
Yep.
like, sorry for cussing, Kelsey. Like, make mistakes, learn from them. That's the whole point of life. That's how you become an adult is when you learn from all the mistakes you made. Like, all right, now I know I don't date that kind of person. Or oh, that's what it means to to have an apartment, not own an apartment, to like have an apartment. Like, oh, I just thought it was just rent, not utilities and any other additional thing you need for it's necessities that you need for living in the apartment. And so like that's what I mean by adult. Like you don't have responsibilities, you don't have other things outside of work. And so well anyways, so my coworker got offended because I essentially was saying that so big news happened at work, and obviously me and my other coworker we didn't know about it. It was like a personal life thing. And so and he was kind of like, "Oh, you guys didn't know," and I was like, "I'm not offended by it. Like, I wasn't assuming that that we're gonna tell me about this." And so he was just like, "Oh, but you guys are all friends." I was like, "Are we really friends?" Because I was like, "We're just coworkers, man," and I'm fine with that. I'm not like and like this isn't me saying that I wouldn't hang out with these guys. Like I would, like if we did like a little get together outside of work, I'm cool with it. That's fine. But like in reality, I don't hang out with these guys outside of work, and I also don't blame them if they don't want to hang out with me outside of work, right? Like you work with these people 8 hours a day, roughly. Like sometimes, like I mean, like a bros. I don't know if a trip, just a trip in general. Like you get tired of the people that you're in the trip with.
Yep.
Like you're with them the whole time. Like at one point, you kind of want to break from that person. No offense, but like like sometimes you just, especially in trips, like the most exhausting part about the trip is just at one point you kind of get tired of everybody else's shit. Sorry for cussing.
Yep.
And so, and that's really what it is in work. Yeah, like yeah, we socialize, we joke around, like we're cordial and all that. But at the end of the day, like I guess best example, if I were to get married, would I invite any of my coworkers to the wedding?
Yeah. That's
Prob
that's pretty much.
probably one, maybe two, but not all of them are gonna get the invite.
Yeah, right.
So like, and obviously that's a big thing, that would be a friend thing to like invite someone. And so and I was telling him I'm not offended that like he didn't tell me about this big personal life thing that was happening to him. And he's like, but you guys are friends. I was like, you have to understand the difference between coworker and friend. Like,
Yeah.
like
There's a line. There's a line.
there's a line, and I'm not, and I was like, this isn't me being mean. Like, I'm not saying that I don't, like I don't value whatever our relationship is, but when you're coworkers, there's just people like, yeah, that's the guy I see at work. Like, it's not like you have the work bestie, right? That's a thing, but that's it. They're just your work bestie. Like, you
It's up to
don't.
you if you decide to take the work bestie outside of the work
And
area.
also, like most of us have like other things outside. Like I have my family, I have this podcast, and then other guys are married with kids. Like there's things that they have other things that kind of prioritize over hanging out with other people. So
Yeah.
like, and that's the other thing about life is just, and so like we were trying to explain to him, the 20-year-old, that like it's not a matter of like we don't like you or anything like that. It's just we have other things that we need to do, and this isn't like necessarily a priority. And so I was like, and I told him like, all right, I was like, prime example, and I used the wedding as an example. I was like, if I invite you to a wedding, if I invite you to the wedding, that means clearly like I'm cool with you, that we're friends. But if I don't invite you to a wedding, we're just coworkers.
Yeah.
So, and I'm also never going to be the guy if I ever get married, which I don't think I will. Um, I don't ever see myself like, oh, I got to invite my boss. Like, no,
Unless if it's like your boss is the reason why you met your wife, you know what I mean?
yeah, no, yeah, totally fair
Then
point.
at that point you're like, I kind of have to invite them.
Yeah, like I know
Or
that makes
like if
total
they're
sense.
related, or if they're related,
Oh,
and
I mean,
then
if they're related, they kind of have to be there.
I
But
mean, it depends if the relation is not
oh,
like
yeah,
fruitful.
that's a fair point, very fair point.
There's a lot of pointage here.
But I mean, like, it's and you could say like, would I tell a coworker I love them? Probably not. So to come back to Edward's hill that he stands on. But
Yeah,
like it all like, why would I tell Edward I love him? Because obviously we've been friends since I was 4 years old when I became friends with this guy.
no,
So
yeah,
like
and he
I'm
hated my guts.
yeah, that's a funny story. But I mean, I'm the godfather of his kids.
Yeah,
If I were to have children, he's probably going to be the godfather of my kids.
yeah,
Like uh we all like, and kind of prime example, me and I were like growing up playing together, going to his house, going to my house, all that stuff. We're older now, like yes, we hang out when we can, but like Edward has his family. He's a father of twin boys. He's working. I'm working. There's times where maybe I will go a while without hearing from him, but that doesn't mean that like we're still not best friends. It's just,
Yeah.
and it's not like I hold like I don't. It's not like I'm over here making voodoo dolls of Edward because because he didn't text me good morning today, asshole. Like,
Ah, damn it. That's what's going on in my life. God damn. I was wondering why I was like having such bad luck.
like there's a certain point of understanding as you get older that you're not always gonna be like it's not gonna be 24/7 coverage of Edward for me, and I don't expect it to be. Like, I mean, like I said, if Edward is like spending a lot of time with me, then I'm kind of like, are you seeing your boys? Like,
It's like, how are your boys? Have you talked to them? Have you seen them? What's going on?
Edward would essentially be Brian from Family Guy. Because, fun fact, he has a kid. I don't know if people remember that.
Oh yeah. Oh God. That was a whole nother can of worms to open.
So yes, I love Edward. Edward knows that. It's not weird. Maybe don't tell it to a guy you just met.
Yeah. 100%.
Which is funny because, like, for women, it is they just say I love you. Like, they don't, for them
They can say whatever they want. Truthfully, like they could be like, "I hate you, bitch. I
well,
love you, bitch," and then it's fine. It's like we say that shit, and it's kind of we look at each other kind of like,
I don't know
the fuck?
about calling each other. I think men
No,
are
I'm talking
a
about.
little bit better at calling each other a bitch. But like,
Yeah. But you know what I mean. You know what I fucking mean.
I mean, guy conversations are like, I mean, the only reason why I know is because obviously I was with somebody that overheard like the conversations I've had with some of my male friends, and her response was, "You guys are idiots."
Oh yeah, 100%.
Which is funny enough. That is the premise of this show.
Yes,
is that
yes.
we're not smart. Like, we're not experts.
We're smart to a certain extent. How about
Like,
that?
when I did your football story with Mo on his YouTube channel, check it out if you guys haven't checked it out. I remember like because I was like, I don't know if I know ball, but like, and Mo was like, no, you know ball. I was like, I feel like it's that scene from Old School when like Will Ferrell like takes a sip of water and gets into a debate about economics, and it's like a well spoken argument towards like I forgot what was the topic, obviously, because I'm not an economist. Is that the title? An economist?
There you go. Economist. But you said economist. You said economist.
So I was around. All right. Well, hey, that's a win. I thought I was making up that word at that point.
This dude
I was grasping at straws right now.
My thing is like what really got me was the pronunciation. It was like economist. I was like, what the hell? And then I was like, what is this dude talking about?
Wait, so
but
you can be a chemist and an alchemist, but you can't be an economist?
No, it's just saying, let me see.
Economist.
See, so what exactly does an economist do? Economists conduct research, prepare reports, and evaluate issues related to monetary and fiscal policy. They may also collect and analyze statistical data. So that's why. So I mean, you're right. It's just It's so the pronunciation is economist. The thing is, I think you said, what did you say? Yeah, you said economist.
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 So
And I was like, that's where I was lost. I was like, wait, what?
I have to say economist? Like, I have to say economist?
Economist.
Economist?
Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Then why we call it economics? Oh, okay. Well, I just kind of
Yeah.
I just ruined whatever. I thought I was cooking for once. God.
It's done. It's done. It's done.
We're stupid. Well, actually, no. Edward's very much smart because he chose to Google. So, Also, that job sounds terrible. By the way.
To be fair, I don't even know if they make money. That's the thing. I can't.
Your
I
job is
can't.
your job is to research money.
But you make no, like you make little of it. Indeed.
In fact, a passion job.
If there's any if there's any is there yeah if there's any economists out here listening to the show, please chime in. Let me know because I would really be interested in actually learning what the pay type of an economist is.
And is that would that be necessarily like a contract job? Like if you just go into a business is like, okay,
We're going, wait. But basically, let's put it this way. Basically, my hill to stand on. It's not weird to tell your bro that you love him.
And we also learned about the levels of bro.
Yeah, the broship, the bromance,
the work bro,
work bro, real bro, actually related sibling brother.
To any coworkers that are listening to this right now, I fuck with you, okay? We cool.
We cool. Like
we can
cool.
hang out. Cool. This isn't me saying we can't hang out.
Just let me know in advance. Basically, is what he's saying.
I won't be offended if you don't.
Basically, he's trying to say like, if you guys want to hang out, cool. If you guys don't want to hang out, I'm cool with that too.
And I think because of other places I've worked at, this place is a little bit different just because it's not that big of an age gap versus all the guys that are working with. Because I think there's 3 of us are very much are in our 30s. One is 29, so he's basically going to be a 30-year-old. And then obviously then there's a 20-year-old. So we're all around the same age. The other jobs I've had before, I was very much the oldest person. It wasn't even close. And that was a little weird for me because the rhetoric is just weird. And I think now I'm kind of getting it now that I play Dungeons and Dragons with a guy that's like Wendy's age. And wow. my older sister's age, so they're mid 40s. So and I'm the youngest person there at 33 years old. So it is kind of weird, but it's kind of, to me it's interesting just because they have obviously a ton of life experience and compared to me. And so it's interesting. It's refreshing to not be the old man of the group, you know?
You're just the middle-aged man compared to the old men of the group.
Yeah, because it does suck. It does suck to be the old man of the group because everyone just assumes you got it all figured out.
Bro, so tell me, totally off-topic conversation because you just said that, being the old man of the group. So tell me why I ran into this TikTok about this girl talking about oh yeah, these things, they were here in the late 1900s. She was literally talking about a cassette, a tape. And she's and the way that she made it sound, it made me feel like I was Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean with my trusty old flint pistol. You know what I mean? 1900s, late 1900s, she said. And I was yeah, the 1992. I was you were probably born around then. I was maybe not. But damn, I was that just, it just hit. I was late 1900s. I was God damn.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the 20-year-old in my job, he was born in 2005.
Oh, yeah. So that's the thing. It's 2005 to 95 is 10 years. But yet somehow, some way, I found this TikTok and this chick refers to tapes, cassettes, as late 1900s.
Hey guys, this is Hector from the Insert Name FC podcast, here to tell you guys about Canadips. It is a great tasting, superior alternative to traditional dip using CBD in a way that is radical, enjoyable, and effective. It comes in 5 core flavors: wintergreen, mint, citrus, mango, and American spice. Canadips CBD is the new evolution in dip, allowing guys to enjoy great, long-lasting taste without the downsides. If you guys want to go ahead and try them out, use the code BellyUp20 at CanadipsCBD.com. Once again, BellyUp20 at CanadipsCBD.com, and you'll get yourself 20% off your purchase. Thank you again for Canadips for being a great partner of BellyUpSports.
On the timeline.
I had like when I still worked at the Houston Dynamo Academy, I literally had someone tell me 9/11, that was crazy, right? Like I mean, it was like one of those like because when you to me, I guess it doesn't seem that crazy to like remember 9/11, but
Yeah.
like all these academy players, like I think because they're like all I think the age group that I was talking to specifically were like '08. So
Mm,
these are kids that were born in 2000. A little fun, I guess, academy jargon is they call the age groups by the year they were born. So like, oh, these are the '08s, these are the '09s, these are the 10s, 11s, 12, et cetera, et cetera. So like, yeah,
yeah.
to think like these guys are all born in 2008, and the even scarier part was like most of these kids, I could very much be like their father,
Oh
just
wow.
age wise. Well, like obviously, I would have to have been got someone pregnant in high school, but like because we're talking about '08 or '05 kids, but like
Hmm.
because it was funny. We had this one goalkeeper because he was like, "Yeah, coach, I'm like 15. I think now he's like 18, probably already graduated from high school." And I was like, "Yeah, I could be this kid's dad."
Damn.
And we were all like laughing about it. And then weirdly enough, it was like after a game, I went to the gas station to get a Gatorade, and his mom was like like his mom like she always looked at me a lot for some weird reason, and it kind of creeped me out a little bit. One, she's not ugly. I don't want to just want to point that out there. But it was just weird. Like you ever feel like you sense someone's just looking at you, and you just don't know
Yep.
why.
Yep.
That's what was
Yep.
happening to me. And she just happened to be at the gas station while I was at the gas station. And once again, she just starts staring at me hard. And she's like, "Oh, you're Coach Hector, right?" I was like, "Yes." Everyone calls me Coach, even though it's just an equipment manager. Um, and they're like, I was like, "Yeah, I'm Coach Hector." He's like, Are you originally from Baytown?" And I'm like, "No, I grew up in the Southwest." And she's like, "Oh, never mind. She's like, I thought you were someone I grew up with." And then I was like, kind of like, "Wait, how old are you?" And me and her were almost around the same age. And I was just like, because I was kind of worried that maybe I actually was, in fact, this kid's father.
Oh God.
So I was just,
I'm done.
I thought that's why she was, one, I have me and this kid do not look at all identical. But he does look like his mom, though. But I mean, I was just like, why is this woman staring at me? Like, she looked at me like I owed her something. So
I, I don't even know.
apparently, maybe 15 years of fatherhood might have been the thing.
Yeah, apparently that's what you order. Jesus.
So that was a scary moment. But that's enough, I guess, icebreakers for you guys today. but no, yeah, it was.
Jeez.
So Edward, I love you. All my bros, Felix, Hazel, I love y'all. All right, we're guys, we're cool.
Yeah.
We're we're bros, we're cool. We cool. I mess with you, but please do some work at some point.
Sis,
Please help me.
help me, help you, help me.
I'm the Kevin Hart meme right now. Help me. I'm not gonna say the word. So.
Oh yeah. Anyways, moving on.
All right. If you guys were living under a rock, El Clásico did in fact happen, and apparently the rule is to win El Clásico is to be a new coach. That's what you need to do to win El Clásico. Is just be a
Nope.
new coach, and you'll win El Clásico. Or maybe Hansi Flick gets a red card the match before. So
Oh, that is right. He did.
I will
I
say
forgot about that. I forgot about that.
one of my favorite things this isn't just specifically to Barcelona, but like whenever and I had Jose Mourinho as a coach for plenty of times, so I know what it's like to have a coach that got a red card, and when the cameraman just constantly zooms in at the coach that's either like maybe like in a press box or Jose Mourinho's instance was
Mm.
he sat in the stands, like he just went and sat in the stands with the fans, and he was just taking notes and had like I guess like the kit man. I forgot what club I think this was Real Madrid, and he just kept writing notes and like had the kit man like come over, and which I was just like, this is just like once again more like cinema for me as someone that is very much just wants to watch Jose Mourinho do Jose Mourinho things.
Yep.
But But yeah, to me, it's just one of the funny things. Is just every bad play happens. Here we go. We got to zoom in on Hansi Flick right now in the press box. So,
And he's over there just man.
but I
I'm
will
like,
say, and I will say, regardless of the result, which obviously I'm happy because Real Madrid won, but El Clásico is back. Like I think, like the rivalry. I feel like for a while, for quite some time, the rivalry just hasn't been as
hasn't
like
been the same.
it hasn't been as intense. Like it just doesn't have its umph anymore. And I mean, I think it started from last year with the Copa del Rey. Like you can thank Rudiger for throwing an ice cube at the referee because I think that's very much what was the spark that brought back this heated rivalry. Like we do need some pettiness between the two. Like a lot of Madridistas are mad for the comments that Lamine Yamal said about that Real Madrid cheat. They have the referees that help them, which I was just like that's kind of calling the kettle black if you're a Barca player because let's be honest, we both get favorable calls from the referee.
You know,
But I just thought it was funny, like Lamine Yamal, which this he is playing well. I don't want to say that he has been playing that he's been terrible by any means, but obviously the spotlight has been on him for not a lot of good
a
reasons.
lot. Yeah,
Maybe
a lot.
not for the best reasons, but still, like he's a talented player, and also we got to remember this kid's like just turned 18,
Yeah.
so that also kind of sucks. But the reality is, like, that kid is going to be in plenty of Clásicos. And, I mean, hey, you want proof of a guy that probably still I would never consider an adult? Vinicius Jr. had, like, one of the greatest temper tantrums of all time. Uh,
Oh yeah.
so he got substituted out for Rodrigo, and he just wasn't having it. And then there was well, maybe not a fight, but there was some, like, heat coming on from the benches. And of course, it's Vinicius Jr. So, like, when I saw that, I was like, "Who started?" And it was funny because Ermil Militao literally came out of the field to push everybody back to the bench. Captain move, by the way. I think, in my opinion. But like, it was just funny, and I was like, oh, "Do they have like a video of like what started this whole thing?" And it's literally Vinicius Jr. in sandals. I'm not making this up. In sandals, just like going up to like a Barca player. I don't even know what the argument was. Like, I don't. There was no like stoppage in the match or anything like that. They just the benches cleared out, and they were just like arguing with each other. But it was funny just to see Vinicius, and then also when the whistle was blown, which 9 minutes of stoppage time, by the way.
Oh damn.
Good, yeah, good God. But also, I think it was like 6 minutes of stoppage time in the first half. But anyways, it's just Vinicius Jr. like just and once again things got heated again. As soon as the whistle was blown, this is what I'm saying. Like Barca, Real Madrid is back. Like the rivalry is back. Like the endings of a lot of these matches would be very much heated. Like player, it wasn't like let me dab you up after this game. Like it was a massive like fuck you to each other. So which and I'm not.
Especially like when Sergio Ramos was playing.
Yeah, so like like I'm not shaking your hand, like like I'm glad that the rivalry is kind of coming back. Like maybe it does take a Vinicius Jr. and Lamine Yamal pettiness to make this a rivalry.
Yeah, right.
You need some immaturity, to like help like boost it a little bit. But yeah, like the rivalry is I feel like the rivalry is very much back. I don't know what's gonna happen in the second leg, the return leg where they go to hopefully at this point Camp Nou will be finally built by the time this match happens. But yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting to see because right now, obviously, Real Madrid are 5 points clear from in first place right now. But that's 5 points. Like someone's gonna edge in a little closer. There's gonna be some bullshit game that Real Madrid loses. It happens, and so Edward's also familiar with that with Barcelona as well. Like because this is what the La Liga does to you.
Yep.
But I mean, like for you, Edward, obviously losing end of it, but it's a 2-1. It was a 2-1 result. Hansi Flick was out of the table, was not available on the. Obviously, I'm sure he maybe did the same thing. Maybe texted some notes to the coach, whoever was in place as manager. But for you, like I mean, the rivalry is not a rivalry unless it's like it's going back and forth, right?
Yeah. It's the thing is like I felt like pre a precursor to the actual game. I feel like Barcelona's defense has been lacking a lot more than Real Madrid's. So I was already kind of like, man, I was like, I think it might end in a tie. I was like, or it might just be,
A low scoring
uh,
affair.
yeah, which to me, I think it was since it was just one goal difference.
Yeah, I mean, like I guess I should point out about the offside calls that
Oh yeah,
the offside call that Mbappe once again, of course Mbappe's offside. He did get a goal. Like the worst part, he scored a banger. It was like a beautiful thing, and they called it offside, but he was in fact offside.
yeah, he was sadly.
The penalty was not a penalty.
It was well,
Well,
the
the
second
first,
one,
no, not the second one. The second one was definitely a penalty.
yeah, the
Oh, that
first one.
handball is just like I don't know at this point. Like, what do we call what do we call a handball? We can't have exceptions to the rule of a handball. I understand like if the guy's in an awkward position. I get if it clear. I understand intention and all these things, but like when exactly is a handball going just to be a handball? I get I understand. Like to me, I probably wouldn't have given it a pen because it was like a deflection off of Jude Bellingham's.
I saw the replay. It was the dude who came in slide tackle, Jude dodged the tackle, and then he basically had the ball. He still had control of the ball, but with that small little kick or whatever, that small little slide he did, he went ahead and freaking
Like there was nothing
like
he could do.
it
Like he
there was
couldn't
nothing
pull it.
because it went back to Jude Bellingham and Bellingham hit it with his knee, you know?
Hmm.
So wherever it hit with the knee, it was, whenever it hits the knee, you already know it's gonna bounce either all the way up, forward, or because it's hitting the knee. It didn't hit like his hamstring or and I'm sorry, not hamstring, but like it didn't hit his quad where like you have a little bit more of a control. It's
Hmm.
like once it hits the knee bone, the patella, whatever, it's like yeah, it's like you already know. It's like damn it. I was trying to catch it with the top of my knee, like at the top of my leg, and it's like nope, not today. Stuff like that, and that to me was like that was a like you said, like it was a weird handball.
Yeah,
Like I don't even know what to call it. I don't even know like because it was a he slid tackled and he was coming in. He was already on the floor. It wasn't that he raised up his hands to
yeah.
try to grab
I'm.
Bellingham or anything like that.
I don't think
It,
it's his fault. Like I don't think like I would have if I was the VAR, I would have not called it a penalty. Which I mean, at
yeah,
this point, it didn't really matter because Chesney ended up blocking it. Very rare that he does that.
yep.
And I have to take shots at Chesney whenever I can, because I don't like the guy. He was a decent goalkeeper. Okay, he just sucked at Arsenal. I don't know if "suck" is the right word.
He was still young. That's
He was
why
a
he didn't
part of
have.
not a very good Arsenal team. Okay, it was like not a, it was like in the dark ages of Arsenal. But yeah, I mean it was pointless regardless because obviously Mbappe puts it in a spot that Chesney kind of called it and he got the deflection. But the first penalty definitely not a penalty. The second penalty I can see where I would personally not call it that, but is once again I just think at one point there's just got to be a meeting to figure out like what is gonna be a handball. And it sounds dumb that we have to say that like we have to try to discuss what in fact is a handball when because I mean you for all the arguments that have been placed for handballs the Mexico USA Gold Cup final where literally the guy palmed the ball in the penalty area.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, I don't know. That seems like a handball to me, but we need to like at this point the refs need to all be in the same page. Like it cannot you can't have this rule be a judgment based decision. That's where I have the problem with it. It's like because at the end of the day, it's a matter of an opinion. So like for this case, you and me and I both feel like it wasn't in fact a handball. But to somebody else, that's a handball because technically it did touch his hand. So like, at this point we can't it's like you can't give them enough time to have an opinion on it. I'm at this point I'm just like F it. If it touches your hand, it's a handball.
yep.
Like I don't want it to be that case because obviously it's going to be a whole lot of bullshit for it. Sorry for cussing Kelsey, but like if it was just a black and white, just strictly black and white, like if it touched your hand, if your hand wasn't part of your body, which is obviously like whatever if any defender is ever blocking a shot, they all make sure you put your hands like in, so that way you can block the shot and avoid a handball call. Like if your hand is in fact not part of your body and it's out and it touches your hand, like I mean, which Edward has done this bullshit to me before. I had my hand out and he just flicked the ball up to my hand. Like Edward, but Edward's also a cheeky bastard. So sorry for cussing.
Yeah.
So yeah, like there's also flaws with making it black and white. But like at this point, I'd rather it be black and white and like complain about it being black and white versus someone's opinion on a handball. So
Yeah, I mean, it happens. I mean,
all in all, great game. I think, like I said, I like when El Clásico is in fact competitive. Um, you know, I'm sure Edward would prefer it to be a blowout, but on his side. But defensively, yeah, like Xabi Alonso has done a great job on making an emphasis on defense on this team, and it clearly has been working. So,
yeah,
I'm just excited for the second time they face off in Camp Nou, and see how that all transpires. It's like this rivalry is back, in my opinion, which is good if you're a La Liga fan because a lot of people like to clown on La Liga,
yep.
so that's good. But yeah, any closing thoughts on the whole on El Clasico? Like, obviously, once again, probably not really you're thrilled to talk about this, being that you're on the losing end of it, but like
I
how
mean, not really. Like I said, like the thing is, Lamine Yamal was mostly a shadow. He wasn't doing much. It wasn't.
shout out to Carreras, by the way.
Yeah, but that because wasn't it Carreras that gave up the ball with Fermin Lopez for Fermin Lopez to score?
Oh yeah, that was that for me, Lopez, dude. Like for a guy that was like on the
He's a
cusp,
he's a dog.
on the guy for a guy that was on the cusp of being like sold for some weird drama. It's not that important, but like
It's not a drama. I think what it was is just like, they
was
were
it
like,
him and Pedri had beef or some crap like that? I don't know. I don't know.
nah, it wasn't even that. I just think it was like he's like Betty's big name compared to what you call it
Fermin.
yeah, Betty's big name to Fermin Lopez, and then Fermin Lopez is more, he's also his work rate is freaking amazing, like defensive and offensive wise.
Oh yeah, he's a solid player, man.
Yeah.
I like him a lot. Um, that's my one nice thing about Barcelona for today. Yeah, but I mean, for me, Lopez, yeah, that was kind of frustrating because I just wanted Real Madrid to clear the ball out, but they didn't do it. But yeah, I mean, good on for me, and I mean, he's been having a really good season so far. So I mean, like,
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that first goal that was Fermin Lopez's, I don't want to say fault, but it started with him. Is because, like, honestly, defense wise, like, they could have stopped him. They could have stopped
oh,
Mbappe.
the Mbappe goal.
Yeah. Pero nothing.
Yeah, no, it was a really good game. I think we saw both teams play pretty well. Be interesting to see how when everybody's at 100%.
Yeah,
Also,
right.
Rashford,
That's the thing. He's the one that did the assist to Fermin Lopez.
Rashford, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to jump the ball too quick on it because I know I don't know how you feel about it, but like because I think what was it? The same thing was like similar to another player that they brought in that they were hoping was going to be impactful. I mean, it's still early. I mean, it's not early anymore. We're almost near the end of the first half of the season, but like, I mean, yeah, Rashford just
He started coming out after
he
he scored that brace.
he feels
Or
good. Like I think that this is like what you wanted, right? This is kind of what you were hoping to get from Marcus Rashford. Like what he can do. Obviously, Rashford pretty well, being from a Manchester United player. But like,
yeah.
yeah, like when he's on, and I mean, he's
And the
on.
thing is, like, before it was nothing but speed. But it's like with age, it's like he became stronger. He became more grittier. It's like, and but yet he still has like the
I mean,
flash, the flair.
and he's pissed off. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't blame him. Like, Manchester United kind of hoed him near the end. Like, yeah, I would. This is a statement opportunity for him to showcase, like, hey, it definitely wasn't me. So,
yeah.
like,
And
you
that's the
know,
thing. And that's the thing. It's like all these Manchester United players are showcasing their talent elsewhere, and then
McTominay.
it's like, yeah, McTominay.
What was he like? Serie A Player of the Year.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
I
That's
think
and that
even Hojlund,
Ojlund, yeah.
Hojlund's even doing his thing. I mean, yeah. For I guess kind of for you on that point, but yeah, that's El Clásico. We just this wasn't even a topic for this episode. I mean, it literally just happened. But Edward, the first headline to talk about is the United strand. I don't know if you're really that familiar with this guy. I know you're not really big on TikTok, um, but he's this character. Well, not a character. I don't want to say character. He's this creator. Actually, he's up for an award for the Football Content Awards, by the way.
Mm,
For new content creator. And
okay.
his name is Frank Gillette. He became famous for putting a challenge that he will not cut his hair until Manchester United win 5 in a row. And obviously, this is at the time where Manchester United was bad, like very bad.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and so now we're where we are now. His hair is very much long. Got dude's rocking a massive fro, and yeah, he still hasn't cut his hair. Now, I will say, Edward, currently, right now, Manchester United are in a 3-game win streak. They've won their last 3. They
That's
actually,
home. That's home and away though.
yeah, matches in general.
Yeah.
So like,
But wasn't his bet 3 away games?
no,
Oh, just 3 games?
five matches in a row.
5 matches in a row?
Five
Okay.
matches in a row. That includes also like other competitions.
Okay.
Obviously
It just has to be in a row.
not preseason, but
Right.
yeah, it has to be in a row. And so the next matches for Manchester United are at Nottingham, which I mean at this point they're a dumpster fire. They're now on their 3rd coach this season. And at Tottenham.
Oof.
You think Frank's gonna cut his hair?
I mean, Tottenham's like a surprise kind of thing.
They can be good. They also can be very bad. So,
Yeah.
so
Let's hope we get the very bad. And let's hope.
I
Let's
hope
hope.
so too.
Let's hope. What is it? Nottingham Forest?
Yeah, Nottingham Forest.
Yeah. Hopefully they also don't have that fire. You know what I mean? Because sometimes like those small teams will randomly catch that one fire that you're just like, man. I was like, what? Where the hell was this whole fucking season? And I was like, and yet when I need you to play like that, all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, hey, I can actually do it.
Yeah, I get that part. But anyways, the reason why I'm talking about Frank is not about the win streak. It's actually because of a while. This was like back in the Chelsea game, which I believe that was I think that was a 2-1 win for Manchester United. Obviously he's a Manchester United supporter. He was at Old Trafford. Yeah, I think it was at Old Trafford. He was at Old Trafford. He was celebrating the victory with amongst other, and obviously he's famous now, right? Like everyone knows. I mean, you see the hair, you already know it's him.
Yeah.
So, he was there celebrating with other Manchester United fans, and essentially what happened was there was a fan that it looked like he was gonna like give him a big hug and like, oh, right on, lads, that kind of crap.
Yeah.
And instead the guy literally like grabs his hair and like shoves him down. And yeah, so basically, called him an attention-seeking cunt. Sorry for cousin Kelsey, I'm quoting him. But
You should just say quote unquote.
so yeah, so that's what happened. The fan grabbed him, and it ended up becoming an altercation. And actually, it was on BBC, British Broadcasting Channel. You nasties. Not what the other meaning of it, but he was
Pissed.
he was invited on BBC to talk about that incident, And his quote was, "Yeah, it was a bit weird to be honest. I thought he was just joking to start with, but then started yanking my hair and calling me an attention-seeking cunt." This is a quote. The whole the whole day was full of hundreds of positive interactions yesterday, and 99% of all of the reactions of this challenge has been nice. But just a few people can ruin it. My intention with this challenge was never to highlight Manchester United's flaws. It was always and always will be to spread humor and positivity to United fans in a difficult time. I never expected to go on for so long, but I'm hopeful we can go on a good run soon, and I, more than most, want these wins to come as soon as possible. I will always try to focus on the positives and hope that this was just a one-off. Like, it sucks, like, this is just, like, I mean, it's kind of like similar as to, like, people watching Arsenal fan TV, right? Like, yeah, it sucks watching Arsenal lose, but then it's kind of funny hearing these guys, like, kind of over-exaggerate how bad it is. And so, like, so I get it, like, you kind of want, it's kind of essentially what this podcast is for also, is just us kind of brushing off, like, the how bad our teams are at times. So, like, or how I'm dumb enough to make jersey bets for no apparent reason. So, like, it's just kind of what it's for. And this guy, like, he's not doing anything bad. He's just like, I'm just not going to cut my hair until Manchester United wins 5 in a row. And, like, they're close. Like, at this point, you're kind of rooting for the guy, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
You're like, Jesus Christ, I need this guy to get a haircut. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
Give my man some cuts. I mean, to the point now that Manchester United players know about this guy.
Yeah.
And even they're like, yeah, we want this guy to get a haircut. So, like,
Yeah.
So, like, I will say this, like, if, let's say they beat Nottingham and then they go into that Tottenham match, like, if they can win it, I need him to be, like, front and center, ready to go, like, already has, like, the little barber, whatever the thing is that they put on us to, like, I guess for the hairs not to be on our clothes, but they still end up on our clothes anyways.
Like, that's, you know what? That would be a good deal. Have him go to, like, the last game. Let's say the fifth game that they've won, or the fifth game that they're gonna play, right? For them to go, or for him to go with the cover on already, and have, like, a wireless shaver, like a wireless, to get, like, a buzz cut or something.
Yeah. And then, like, man of the match gets to, like, if they win, man of the match gets to, like, cut his hair.
Yeah.
Like, that, ultimate vibes.
Yeah.
Especially if you're able to, like just grab, like, the chair and just prop him in front of the United fans.
Yeah.
I mean, we're especially if we're talking right now, because it's at Tottenham. So, like, just, like, put a chair right in front of all the Man United supporters, and they're just there, like, doing their little chants and singing along, and then yeah, it's a total vibes moment. Like, this guy's just and trust me, covering Manchester United these past couple years, it's been depressing. Like,
Yeah.
And I'm not even a fan of the team, and so, like, but it sucks, they brought back Cristiano Ronaldo. It didn't pan out too well. He said everything that he needed to say on Piers Morgan's show. And, now everybody's kind of like, maybe he was right. Like, it's just the revolving door of coaches and players. And now, hey, like, we said, Ruben, maybe don't give up on Ruben Amorim. Like, and it's kind of slowly, hopefully, kind of paying off now. Like, I mean, it'd be nice to have something feel good, and then you have this one prick that just wants to ruin it for everybody. Like, the dude is just having fun. It's just, like, positive vibes. Like, I feel like maybe if someone listens to this podcast and thinks we're just being idiots for, on purpose, which I'll be honestly telling you, I am not pretending to be an idiot. This is 100% me. Like, if you want to see me and Edward outside of this podcast, you're gonna be like, oh, these guys are very much, this is how they are. So, like, it's just that's what it is, and it kind of sucked that guy kind of wanted to. And it was like they beat Chelsea, dude. That was like a massive win for them. I remember watching that game, and I'm just like, at this point, I'm pulling for Edward. Like, I want Edward to be happy.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, like, it's just like, it sucks when people ruin it for others. So. But yeah, so the fan has been identified, and he is in fact banned from Old Trafford, which I always think is interesting. How exactly do you ban someone? Like, do you have, like, a picture of him, like, at all? at all corners of the stadium, and like do not let him. Like, you know how like in grocery stores, like they have like the images of like shoplifters. Yeah, never understood that. But Edward, any thoughts? Oh, okay. But yeah, that is the whole situation at Manchester United. Like I said, man, like the guy's all about vibes. I think it's a good like feel good story for Manchester United. It's something like, and obviously like now it's like I do think there's a lot of people that are just pulling for the guy, like they want this guy to cut his hair, because I mean like yeah, it's gotten very long. Because we're not talking about like a few days or a few weeks. Like this, it's like 500 plus days since this guy's gotten a haircut. So it would be nice to see him chop it off, and it would be very, I think, poetic for it to be against Tottenham, because obviously Tottenham, they did lose to them last year in the Europa League final. So it would be very poetic for Manchester United to like finally get this guy a haircut. And
Yeah.
on top of that, have it be against Tottenham.
Yeah. I mean, that would be pretty cool. Because I mean, I think it's about time. And like you said, it's like everybody. I'm pretty sure even the players are like they're wanting to do that. Like they want to go ahead and finish off the season. Like not finish off the season, but like at least get that 5 game winning streak for this dude.
Yeah, and I mean a 5 game winning streak, that would mean so much to Manchester United, especially after all the crap they've gone through, and just once again just not being able to find their guy since Sir Alex Ferguson left.
Yeah.
So I think this would be perfect for him. But all right, next headline. I don't really want to go really too long on this one, Edward, but
Righteous Felon Craft Jerky is the official jerky of BellyUpSports. For over a decade, Righteous Felon Craft Jerky has led the American meat snack revolution by concocting delicious, adventurous, U.S.-sourced jerky recipes for uncompromising carnivores across the country. With 15 different flavors to choose from, Righteous Felon has all jerky lovers covered, and by using promo code BELLYUP, you will get 15% off your purchase at RighteousFelon.com. Do your taste buds a favor today and rip into a bag of Righteous Felon jerky.
update: the Miami game was canceled. So Barcelona Villarreal not happening in Miami. What caused it? Essentially, players outside of Villarreal and Barcelona threatened to strike if the Miami game happened.
Yeah.
And I get it. I don't want people to think that, me and Edward, we talked at this point. We talked about it. We're like, we get what La Liga is doing. Like, we're not. This isn't us. Like, oh my God, shocking. Like, we know this is a cash grab. We know exactly what they're doing. This isn't to like promote soccer here in the U.S. for the World Cup, because once again, the World Cup don't need your help, buddy. Like, This is strictly just La Liga wants.
It does it on its own.
La Liga just wants to take advantage of all the La Liga fans that they have in the United States. It's very much what it is. And the reason why I say that is because, so today, for El Clásico, La Liga did a watch party here in Houston. They actually did it at Stampede Houston. I think it's like a country bar. So they did it there. Like I said, it's like a huge. I've never been, but I didn't go because I didn't want to drive all the way over there and have to drive all the way back. And so, but Iker Casillas is there, which was the only reason why I would even go. But Iker Casillas even said, he's like, I know that there's a lot of fans here. I didn't realize how many fans that are supporters of Real Madrid and Barcelona. So even he gets why it's so, why, that the U.S. is in fact like a soccer nation. Like, they are in fact fans of soccer. They just don't care about the MLS. But it's La Liga understands that. La Liga knows that it's not an untapped market, but it is another place where they can gain revenue. Like, you're talking about the league that has the Spanish Super Cup played in Saudi Arabia. And why? Money. It's all about money. At the end of the day, it's all about money. And so for me and Edward, we get it. It's a cash grab. We know it's a cash grab. So I wasn't fully thrilled, but I get why people would do matches here in the U.S. I get why Como and AC Milan are trying to have matches in Australia. I get all these things because once again, it's about money.
Yep. It's a cash grab. It's a money run.
Exactly. But I don't know. How do you feel about the players threatening to strike in order to prevent this match from happening?
I mean, need I go into the government strike that's going on right now?
Okay, I guess we're gonna go
So,
political.
yeah, so I mean, it worked, so they're not doing it anymore. Therefore, yeah. I mean, would you really think about it? They would lose money either way. Not the players, but like maybe they will lose a little bit because they'll probably get fined. But other than that, they're all La Liga would lose money. Um, the clubs will lose money themselves. Think about it, if they strike, so that would be a lot of people buying tickets to go watch them play, and then after that, it's just like it would nobody would show up. They would just be like, you're paying money for nothing, and then they'd have to issue refunds and everything like that, and it wouldn't really be something that you'd want.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, exactly. So obviously Barcelona and Villarreal are not happy that it's canceled, but honestly, it's for the best. It is in fact for the best. And this is the last thing I'm going to ask you, Edward. Did football in fact win? Because that's what everyone's saying because of this Miami.
Because of that,
yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say so because think about it this way too. Like we're fans, we want to watch a La Liga match, but would we really want to watch a La Liga match here? I don't feel like the ambiance would be the same. Like actually going to Barcelona or to Real Madrid, to Mallorca, Villarreal, Sevilla, anywhere, dude. It just wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same with the ambiance. And a lot of those people in Spain, they wouldn't want to come over here, like just to come watch one match and then leave.
Mm-hmm.
So then, it'd be basically trying to like local pickings. Like you'd have to be like, hey, are you a Barcelona fan? Are you this? Are you that? Like, and it's like, hey, we're gonna offer you this ticket at a discount, so we get, trying to get them to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh, shout out to Olivia Moultrie. She just scored a goal against Portugal. If you guys remember, that she was the 13-year-old that played for the Portland Thorns. Obviously, she's not 13 anymore. But yeah, anyways, so no, I think I agree with you, Edward. I think it just wouldn't be the same. Like, I would even argue like the NFL games that are played over in Europe, it's not the same as it would be played, here with their local fans. Like, or like I know they play like college football games also overseas. Like it's just something about playing in the student, where the student section's there. You see them like, it's I don't know if Edward, obviously I don't think you watch much college football, but like Oklahoma State, it was like it went viral. This just random guy. It was like the stadium was empty because Oklahoma State. I don't. Maybe it wasn't Oklahoma State. It was some college. It was very empty, the stadium, and there was just this one dude just standing in this one section of the stadium with his shirt off and just like rolling, throwing, swinging his shirt like a helicopter, and then like next thing you know, like more dudes just like joined in on it and did the same thing. They took their shirts off, and it became like the whole section was just nothing but dudes with their shirts off. It was just like insane. It was like it was interesting, but yeah, like that ambiance is just, it's not. I mean, I'm not saying that you watch Europe and you don't see guys with their shirts off. Like, I'm not saying that that's not a thing. I'm just saying like when you watch like Barcelona, when you watch Real Madrid, you watch any of those, like, when you go to see like the fans of Real Betis, like when you see the fans of Sevilla, when you see the fans of any other club in those clubs, you see the passion. I mean, like what all the fireworks that get shot in like third division Germany and Italy, like the passion is there. That's why you watch these matches, because it's like the ambiance is just it's unlike any other. And so, like, yeah, you're taking that away. You're taking that away from Villarreal. And so, like, I'm fine. Like I said, I never really had. It was like, to me, it was a very much a lose win. Like, La Liga wins because they get money, but it's a lose for the fans. And I think that when people say football wins today, is because of the fact that, like, it's about the fans. Like, at the end of the day, and the real fans, the Villarreal fans, those are the real winners of all this. And so that's how I'm going to conclude this, because I'm just, at this point, just tired of talking about La Liga and Miami.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am
It's okay.
exhausted of hearing this. But now let's talk about another guy that's in Miami. Lionel Messi. There was people that had concerns that maybe this was not going to happen, but Lionel Messi has now, if you guys didn't know, there has been ongoing discussions between Messi and Inter Miami of a contract extension. Some people were concerned that maybe Messi doesn't want to keep playing in MLS. Maybe the concerns about how the league is structured, how it's done, but. And then, obviously Sergio Busquets and Jordi Alba, this is their last year. They're going to retire after this. So, obviously there's hopes that maybe Inter Miami can finally win the MLS Cup and do it for those guys. But we'll see what happens on that part. Because Inter Miami is not many people are fans of them unless you're a fan. MLS fans aren't fans of Inter Miami, but. Hey, this is an interesting year for them, and I think Messi is coming off of, honestly, like, if I would say one of his best MLS seasons. He already won the Golden Boot, and I mean he's very much like the heavy favorite for MVP, which I believe he did win it last year as well. So, I mean, I don't know. So I said this. I don't think Messi necessarily needed to sign an extension.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is because, like, what does he have to prove at this point? Like, and I would throw the same thing for Ronaldo. I don't want people thinking that this is just me being a Messi hater, because obviously I'm not a Messi hater. Even though I'm a Madridista, I've never hated Messi, and Edward can tell you that for a fact. Like, I have never hated on Messi. I have agreed plenty of times that he is one of the best players in the world. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm not a Messi hater. But, like, what does he have left to prove? I mean, he's won basically everything you want to win as a player. You've won in one of the hardest leagues in the world, in La Liga, multiple times. You have a goal tally that may never be matched. What was it, like 90 something goals?
I think it was like 98 goals that season.
Like, no, well, I mean, someone's probably gonna. Someone might do it, but I don't know if any. Messi was that was like a whole nother level of Messi, by the way.
Because he started off as a right winger, and he was mostly focusing on the assist at that point. Mm-hmm. But then somehow he ended up drifting over when he was playing the right wing. It's like he somehow drifted over to a center attacking mid position, and then all of a sudden shooting from outside, curling it in, and then it was like goal, 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 goal. Like,
it's a combination of amazing skill, but also just great timing. Which, I mean, Messi is very much a student of the game. But, like, you've won Champions Leagues. You won the World Cup. Like, is winning the MLS Cup really gonna be like the final nail in the coffin that is Messi's career? Like, no. Like, I mean,
no.
Dude could not win an MLS Cup, and he's still gonna go down as undeniably one of the greatest players of all time. Like, and I'll say it here, like, he has jumped over Ronaldo. Like, well, he's very much ahead of Ronaldo at this point, because, I mean, brother's got a World Cup. Like, both won. You could say the same argument at one point for Ronaldo. Both of them have won almost everything you want to win as a player, except Ronaldo hasn't had that one thing, which is a World Cup.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, he has international success. Obviously, he won the Euro, and if you want to count Nations League for some weird reason, but, like, Messi, in fact, won, like, the Holy Grail like
Yeah.
the World Cup. Like he's now in that conversation with Pele and Maradona, like of icons of all time. And I mean, like I said, at this point, what does Messi gain from continuing playing? I personally don't think that he has nothing left. Like he has nothing else to play for, in my opinion.
It's nothing about proof anymore at this point. I think it's just
like you are him. Like
yeah, like now I don't think he has anything to prove anymore. I think now he's just doing it for two things. One, money security, like money security, making sure, hey, everything's taken care of, and fun. Like he has like I don't think he personally has that to fall back on. Like I mean, for example, Beckham and Ronaldo, they have the whole modeling thing to fall back on whenever they were getting out of the game. Like, you had Beckham who was Calvin Klein. You had I think he's like Hugo Boss kind of thing. Ronaldo, he created his own line, and he was also part of I forgot what else, what other crap, but I know he was modeling for almost everybody in Europe as well. So it was like, yeah. So I mean, it's Messi. However, the only place or people he ever modeled for were Adidas clothes, like regular clothes. Now, I'm not talking down on him, but he didn't have that modeling gig or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just in president, like in precedent, he doesn't really have, if you think about it, he doesn't have much to fall back on. But besides his, he's made hotels, he's made a lot of investments in Miami. Like that's the thing. It's like now he's made investments. So I think that's what is going on. Like he's trying to make sure those investments keep gaining money because
Now,
he wants to make sure he's taken care of. Because just alone, I think it was like Beckham's team before Messi showed up and before Messi, with all the players that they have now and all the winnings and stuff, it was worth millions. Now I think it was like 1 point something billion.
I think now they have $1 billion valuation. So I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
And I will say this because Messi does have in his contract, he does have the opportunity to buy an MLS club.
Yeah.
Which, that could mean anything. That could either mean he buys part of Inter Miami, or he starts his other team, a new team. Which, he does have a club, and him and Luis Suarez do have a team now in Uruguay. But, like, do you think now it's more for Messi is about wanting the MLS to grow? Like
that could be partial reasoning.
Because especially if he's going to be an investor in a club, right? Like, the MLS is going to make changes because of Messi.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. By the way, like MLS is now going to fall under like the rest of the world when it comes to their scheduling. Like they're going to go to a spring-fall, not a fall. Well, no, a fall-spring, not a spring-fall season anymore.
Yeah.
So they're going to be in line with the rest of the world.
That works.
Yeah, which I point out how important that is because, which that means the league's going to – I will say eventually we're going to see promotion relegation in MLS. Like Major League Soccer is at one point going to be – we keep wanting to expand. We keep I'm telling you, the way I see it, I think they're going to buy USL. They're going to buy out USL because I don't know how much longer they can stand, continue to compete with MLS. I think they're watching to see if promotion relegation works because once again USL does have promotion relegation.
Yeah.
So if USL can prove that it works, MLS is going to buy USL and there's your structure, right? Like you have your lower divisions already set in place. So like I don't want to hear that crap about owners don't want to deal with relegation. They're gonna. And once again, I think Messi at this point, maybe his new mission is to, how do I get this league better than where they were? And so maybe that's his goal. And I think maybe he feels that he still needs more time. Like 2028 gives him enough time to keep helping grow this league. Which
Yeah.
I still have my concern that like once Messi hangs it up, which I'm assuming that this is his final contract.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Because I mean, I mean, you got to think about it. Ronaldo is 40 playing in Saudi. And
mhm.
I'm not saying like, oh, Saudi league is better than MLS, but I mean, you're still playing with people who are gritty.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. Saudi definitely has like a lot
They
of.
have a little bit more physicality, I think.
They also
You
have more
know,
money. They also don't have a salary cap, so
yeah.
which I'm sure maybe that also goes away. Um, maybe.
It'd be nice if they go ahead and develop the academy programs instead of you paying to play.
That
They'll be
that
like, hey,
that also needs to be fixed. I think, honestly, I think we need to. There shouldn't be a salary cap. There should be a salary floor. Like because I mean, there's some MLS teams that just don't even try. Like
yeah,
they don't. Um, but kind of going back to this, like I think it's safe to assume that this is Messi's last contract because 2028, I'm assuming he's going to be in his 40s.
and the thing is also, I was gonna bring this up too. It's like you have the NBA, you have the NFL, you have the MLB. Um, those they get sponsorship deals. You know what I mean? Like with the league itself. Yeah, like like brought to you by Gillette Fusion or something like that. Like like fucking Gillette's. Everybody in the world knows who the fuck Baker and Gillette are.
Hmm.
But their sponsorship, let's say for MLS, is small compared to their deal with the NFL, compared to the deal with the NBA. You know what I mean? Like they like these companies, they go ahead and try to put money anywhere that they feel is going to make them money. Um, I feel maybe by getting those kind of sponsorships as well. I mean, shoot. I mean, think about it. La Liga, it used to be just, you know, La Liga Española. We still refer to it as La Liga, but it's like now it's La Liga Santander, you know?
Hmm.
Like, so there is a possibility as well. It's like, there is sponsorship money to be played, to be done, to be able to do something with it. You know what I mean? Like, so there could be more growth. Messi might bring that up as well because it just MLS. It just has, from what I remember, it just had the foot and the ball in the picture with the whole ole, ole, like that was it. That was MLS to me back when I was growing up. The sponsorships weren't there. It wasn't like, oh, you have to use Adidas kind of shit. Like, oh no, like it was, you know, yeah, it wasn't like nothing was really there. Like I feel like it was less sponsorship, but now I feel like with this day and age, there's a lot more sponsorships to do. Like hell, even right now, I don't know what league it is, but it's like they require you to wear those gain the edge socks. Kind of like, I don't know if you know those, the gain the edge socks, the ones that have like the rubber grip inside and outside the sock.
Oh, you're talking about grip socks.
Yeah, but it's called Gain the Edge. Yeah, like that's the name of the company, Gain the Edge.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think there's like some minor leagues that require you to have those kind of socks.
Hmm.
So I'm just like, okay, like it I'm pretty sure there was money that it's like, hey, you have to use these socks. We'll give you a deal, blah 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 blah, but you have to market our socks kind of stuff. And it's the same thing with MLS, especially being MLS.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
no, Acha, he actually had a sponsor with grip socks. Uh, I forgot what was the brand, but like they made him like these like custom socks where they had like Acha Dizzy says, with the Mexican flag.
nice.
He asked me if I wanted a pair that it would have the Salvadorian flag, and I was like, that seems kind of cool. Um, never got them, but
Did you tell him yeah?
no, I didn't.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Yeah,
It's like you have to say, yeah, I'd be cool with that, and then that's it. But
Yeah,
no.
yeah. So cool guy, love Achache. But no, yeah, but yeah, like I think it opens up a lot of opportunities, and I guess maybe like if you can, and I think also if you're Miami, right? Because they did the whole like they literally had like a video of Messi signing the contract in the new stadium, right? Because they're still building a stadium for Inter Miami, and that stadium's gonna be huge. And
Yeah, it
obviously,
looks huge. It looks monstrous, bro.
they basically built the Orange Bowl. If you guys don't know much about Miami, the Orange Bowl was like an iconic stadium for college football. It was they used it for other things as well, but it was specifically for college football, specifically the University of Miami, and it was like the mecca for Miami football, and like even like high school football games have been played there, and it's like so much history that came into it. Unfortunately, the Orange Bowl was torn down, and then they built Marlin Stadium. But the way the stadium looks, like it looks like the Orange Bowl, which nostalgia factor for maybe Miami fans to go watch, go over there and watch it. But yeah, no, and obviously like I think if you're in Miami, you wanted to get Messi to get that contract extension because I'll be honest with you, when Messi leaves, especially the way things are looking right now, people are just gonna stop going to games.
Yep.
And so if you have Messi a little longer, it's like you're giving them like, hey, look, we're gonna change this league, we're gonna fix this league, we're gonna make it watchable, we're gonna stop buying old heads, like we're gonna make this league good, like we're gonna start making it better, and just give us a little bit more time, give us more Messi, because I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you, the Apple TV, I'm just gonna say this right now, I am not paying for another subscription of Apple TV. I'm not. Like to me it is not worth it.
Dude, all these subscriptions are going up, no matter who it is.
It's just not worth it. Like besides watching matches, what do I gain from having it? Absolutely nothing. Like so like and it's funny cuz Apple TV sent me like a survey to like express my opinions. I used up all the characters for my TED Talk
Damn.
cuz it's such a joke. Like Apple TV is such a massive joke. It hurts MLS more than it has helped MLS. Like I was interested on the docuseries they did. It's not even an MLS feature, like MLS whatever MLS Plus feature. It is that's an Apple TV series. So I have no reason to have MLS Plus. Like that was literally like I'm just like I really don't want to have it again. Like if I miss out on Dynamo matches, cool. I'm not gonna lose sleep on it. Like if I want to watch a Dynamo game, I'll just go in person. Like or maybe one day I'll be on Univision. So like, yeah, like I'm not pouring any more money into that because it's just like MLS is just to me is giving me just massive fuck yous every time. Sorry for Kelsey. But like aside from that though, do you feel like this is a win-win for Messi and MLS, or do you feel like one gained more than the other?
Uh, I think it's a win-win for Messi. I think it's a win in both situations for MLS and for Messi. Like I mean, you put it right. I mean, maybe he's trying to build up whatever it is, that they're trying to make MLS better than what it shows to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what's going on right now. And like you said, I mean, once Messi leaves, I mean, you gotta have to have some sort of something to bring in the revenue. And that's the thing is Messi's been bringing the revenue this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like whether it's the jersey sales, the ticket sales, because he's the one playing or, things of that matter. I mean, like it's sad to say that that's the reason why, Inter Miami fans go and play. And then now with the whole talk of possibly Neymar showing up, to play with Messi in the next year or so. I mean, there's rumors. So, I mean, who wouldn't want to watch that? That's like watching, ¿cómo se dice? La LMN, you know,
Mm-hmm.
or MSL. MSL. I'm MLN. I'm tripping.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I know. It was MSN,
I
but
mean, apparently they're gonna try again to get Neymar.
No, that's what I said. Like that's the whole point. It's like they're gonna try to get Neymar, so it'd be a whole reunion of MSN. And I can't promise you that it's gonna be the exact same as how it was in Barca, but um, they're there. They're gonna be there. That means Suarez is gonna have to up his game too, like
Oh
stamina
man,
and everything.
I think there's gonna be so many like MLS fans are gonna hate if that happens because it's just once again like how is this team doing it? And like once again with the whole roster restrictions and all that. So, but that's obviously a whole.
Well, the thing is with Busquets leaving, you know,
No, yeah, no,
with
I get what you mean, but obviously you're probably gonna secure Rodrigo de Paul from his loan. um, so there's a lot of moving parts, and I think once again it's gonna be interesting to see how it all transpires. But no, I think Messi, like I said, I think this is gonna be Messi's last contract. Like this is obviously assuming, but like
yeah,
I don't think he's gonna sign for any more years. I think this is where he hangs it. I mean, who's to say he doesn't retire within that contract? You
yeah,
know, so. Yeah, which I mean, once again, I don't blame the guy if he does. Like, I mean, like I said, this guy has done everything that a player can accomplish. So, I mean, what win a CONCACAF Champions League? Like, is that what he's like? No, I necesito ganar la Coca Champions.
get
No,
a what you call it? Get a Coca-Cola sponsorship instead of a Pepsi.
oh, I don't know. I don't think he could do that. I think he's still
Have
locked
both.
in.
Have both Pepsi and Coke.
At both Nike and Adidas.
Oh, bro.
He's
I
just
mean, it'd be possible if he was playing in La Liga. I was like, but not not right now that MLS is like strictly Adidas.
yeah.
Adidas.
There's so much changes that need to be done in MLS, but we'll see what happens, man. I'm happy for Messi. I'm happy that he wants to stay in this league. I'm happy we haven't scared him. The MLS hasn't scared him away yet, so that's awesome. But we'll see what happens, man. I can't wait. I wonder what MLS does in particular. Like I said, I think they lost a lot of money because the Apple TV deal. They need to definitely make some better changes, and we'll see what all that happens. But yeah. Um, yeah, that's basically it, man. We'll go ahead and take a break and then go into players of the week.
I love soccer, Peggy.
All right, players of the week is brought to you by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is an amazing ticketing site app. However you use it, it's very convenient. It has a very simple grading system using colors and numbers. If the number is really low and it's super red, that means those tickets for that location for that event are not great. Keep scrolling through the app. We'll find a better deal. If the score is really high and super green, that means for those seats for that event, you're getting a great deal. Go ahead and buy these tickets. We love the simplicity of SeatGeek. Me and Edward use it for a lot of those sporting events that we attend and concerts as well. So if you guys aren't sold just yet, for first-time users, use the code BellyUpSports at checkout, and it'll save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek, life's an event. We have the tickets. My player of the week is Jude Bellingham for a goal and an assist in Real Madrid's 2-1 victory against Barcelona. So, yeah, Jude was the man. A little tapperoonie, but also an assist to get the dub for Real Madrid. And Edwards' player of the week is Brian Mbeumo, who scored 2 goals in Manchester United's 4-2 victory against Brighton, giving the United Strand that 3rd straight victory for the Red Devils. Can they get to 2 in a row? All they need is 2 more to get 5 in a row. Could happen, man. But once again, congratulations to Jude Bellingham and Brian Mbeumo for being our players of the week. Once again, guys, use that code at BellyUpSports to save $20 off your first purchase. Some restrictions may apply. SeatGeek, life's an event. We have the tickets. All right, guys, games to watch this weekend. Like I said, Game 2 of MLS Cup playoffs. Let's make or break it now for those teams that are down a game. Can they get it done here in the MLS Cup playoffs? And then we got Monterrey taking on Tigres. A juicy, juicy matchup going into the final days of Liga MX's Apertura season. So we'll see. That is going to be a very important one, especially when we're talking about placement in the playoffs. And Pachuca taking on Chivas de Guadalajara. Some good matchups there in Mexico. In Ligue 1, we got PSG taking on Nice and Brest taking on Lyon. We'll see how they continue on in Ligue 1. In the Bundesliga, we got RB Leipzig taking on VfB Stuttgart and Bayern Munich taking on Bayer Leverkusen. If it was last season, this would be a really juicy matchup. Bayer Leverkusen has definitely flipped the script since moving on from Erik ten Hag. We'll see if they continue it on from here. In the Serie A, we got Napoli taking on Como. Napoli coming off of a big win against Inter Milan. Can they keep going against Chef Fabregas's men over at Como? And AC Milan and AS Roma. Juicy matchup over there. We'll see how it keeps going. Obviously, still no Christian Pulisic. Don't expect him to be here anytime soon. So, but we'll see how AC Milan continues without their star man. And La Liga, we got Atletico Madrid taking on Sevilla. We'll see Sevilla coming off of a loss against Real Sociedad. Can Almeida and his boys get back on track in La Liga? And Barcelona taking on Elche. Barcelona obviously took the loss in El Clásico. Can they bounce back and take all their frustration on Elche? We'll see what happens there. In the Prem, we got Tottenham versus Chelsea and Liverpool versus Aston Villa. So some interesting matchups there in the Premier League. But obviously, guys, these aren't all the matches that are being played this weekend. But if you guys need a good beginner's guide, I think we gave you guys some good matchups to look forward to. So with all that being said, we're going to take one last break and then go right into wrapping the show up.
Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at BellyUpSports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to episode 236. We appreciate everybody taking the time to listen. We want to give a shout out to BellyUpSports. Check out BellyUpSports.com. Lots of articles, lots of stuff going on, right? World Series is happening. We got college football, NFL, MLS Cup playoffs. Maybe they'll talk about it there. I don't know. But lots of big things are happening right now with college football as well. So go get in to know. NBA is happening. NHL is happening. Right now there's a lot of sports going on. So if you guys want to know what's going on, go check out BellyUpSports.com. Follow them on X and Instagram at BellyUpSports, so you could be in to know what's going on, especially how they are right now. I'm doing some predictions for them when it comes to NFL and college football. See if I'm doing well over there. Also, GolzTV, man. Golz.tv. Check out their website, man. It is awesome, especially if you're looking for soccer content. It is a great avenue to check out. So follow them on X at Golz_TV and on Instagram at Golz.tv, man. Great content over there. Go ahead and check them out. And obviously, we have to talk about him. Roosevelt Spencer. This guy is important to us, especially if you listen to the audio version, the intros and the outros. If you think those beats are phenomenal, it's because of him. We love Spencer so much that he's the namesake for the Roosevelt Spencer Player of the Year award. So he means a lot to us, man. So if you guys give him some love, find him on Instagram at ThatGuyDope. Once again, at ThatGuyDope. And shoot him a message. Say, hey, I need some beat work done. And he will take great care of you like he always does with us. So with all that being said, man, thank you so much for listening. Catch us next week where we're going to talk about Liga MX. It's the last match day of Liga MX, so we'll definitely get you guys ready for Liga MX playoffs in the Apertura. So thank you so much for listening. Take care, guys.